Welcome to Diamond Light Tarot. I'm happy to join this community of spirit communicators, and I've been very surprised by the readings that I've done. I've had two very specific readings. The one for Gemini is about domestic violence and abuse, and the one for Aries is about addictions. So if you know of anyone that is struggling with those issues, you could suggest to them that they could look at those readings also. They're not only for Gemini or Aries, because people all over the world are, affected by those struggles. And so I think maybe these readings turned out this way because Spirit knows that I have an expertise in those areas. I have 22 years of experience in the field of mental health, and so I have, a vast amount of experience, and so perhaps, this is why the readings have turned out this way, is because I'm able to help with those issues. And so also, on my website you can find my services for psychotherapy, and also my tarot services, of course, and also I'm a reconnection practitioner, so you can also order services for energy healing, which is chakra balancing, chakra cleansing. And so specifically the type of psychotherapy that I do, I work with people with depression, anxiety, addictions, such as drugs, alcohol, eating disorders, gambling, sex addiction, love addiction, those types of things. And what else? I'm also offering a contest, since I'm new here. If you would like to subscribe, I will be having a draw May 30th for a free service. You can choose from one of my 3 services, either psychotherapy, energy healing, or the tarot. And so I'll be giving away a free service May 30th for my subscribers. So thank you for joining me once again, and on to the reading. Hi, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Spirit is asking me now to tell you that you may set up your own sacred space. You may light a candle, light some incense if you like, because they would like you to start connecting with them more on a regular basis. And not just you, but everybody. And so they've asked me to teach everybody how to do that. And it's very, very simple. And sometimes people wonder how to meditate. Well, this is a very easy, very quick way to get into a meditative state. So all you have to do is to think of an ascended master, an angel, an archangel. An ascended master is someone like Buddha, Jesus, Mary, or there are many others, of course. Whoever it is that you believe in. There's the archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Saint Germain. So whoever it is that you believe in, doesn't have to be a spirit being. Well, it could be a spirit animal. So just connect with that being, open your heart, and connect with their energies, become one with their energies, and you will feel your heart opening, and you may feel a tingling in your head, in your brain, and that means that you're connecting with the higher frequencies. And so just allow yourself to stay in that energy, and for as long as you like. And so that if you do that on a regular basis, will have the effect of raising your frequency. And so this will have changes in your life, because the rest of your life has to match your own frequency. So so you may be in that frequency during this reading, and just allow yourself to really feel that, open your heart, and receive that. And at the end of this reading, if you have any questions for the guides, for your guides, you may ask them any question and they will answer. So first I'm going to do a channeled spirit message for you. And I'm first going to start by bringing in reconnection frequencies. I'm a reconnection practitioner, so I bring in the frequencies by just waving my hands like this, and I access the higher frequencies and bring them into your reading. So I'm going to begin the spirit reading now. Beloved Sagittarius, we welcome you into our space of love and joy. Join your heart with ours in this moment. Feel your light within as it glows and expands. Indeed, Sagittarius, this is what you are experiencing at this time. For many of you, the time has come for awakening to yourself. You are now awakening to your divine self that is connected to the divine source of all creation. You have experienced much sadness in your life, Sagittarius, many of you. We feel the sadness at this time. Your path has been difficult, and you have wondered, what is the meaning of such a life? Because of the hardship you have experienced, you have been cut off from your divine self, from your joy, from your higher psychic abilities. Indeed, the time has come for you to experience this true aspect of yourself once again. For this divine part of you has not died. It simply has been hidden from your awareness. You may have an experience now that will awaken you from your sleep, and you will know who you are now. You will know your divine self and your divine abilities now. Welcome this love and joy back into your heart. Open your heart to receive the abundance of spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for that beautiful reading. Such a beautiful reading for you, Sagittarius. Spirit, Ascended Masters, what is your message for Sagittarius in the cards now? What is your message held in the cards? So the first card is Temperance. We're doing the Celtic cross. Crossing the center card is the Six of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Hierophant, Seven of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Fool, the Page of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, so let's see. So in the center card, here we have Temperance. So as the center card, Temperance indicates that you have released your inner self, your true divine self, which is characterized not only by moderation, but by an ability to combine the different sides of life. And we all have different parts of the self, and for some, these parts are very separate and controlling their lives. They create one personality for work and another for their private lives, and both are false. So Sagittarius, the energy of the Temperance card allows you to combine the elements of life and of the parts of your personality so that you flow naturally with the outer world. And to others, your ability to handle all of life's problems with joy appears magical at this time. And the road image here on the card signifies a return. we have gone down into the self, and now we are coming back to the outer world, bringing with us the divine aspect of ourself, which we have just recovered. So this is also symbolized by the angel standing with one foot on land and one foot in the water. Right here, it's got the foot in the water and one foot on land. And the water represents the unconscious, and the land symbolizes the outer world of events and people. So the energy of temperance allows for the joining of the two realms now. So Sagittarius, this is what the spirit reading was just saying, is that you are getting in touch with your divine self at this time, which is what this card is saying, and it is your center card. So totally in line with the reading that you just received. So crossing the center card is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles signifies a relationship in which one person dominates others. So he or she gives, but always from a basis of superiority. And so the scales in the image are balanced, because these relationships are often stable relationships. Not stable in the emotional sense, but they're balanced. However dysfunctional they may be. But they're balanced because the people are well matched. So just as one wishes to dominate, the other wishes to be dominated. And usually this is unconscious on the part of both people, actually. So the lower position does not really imply weakness. The dominated person often instigates the relationship, and in fact will subtly insist on maintaining it when the one who plays the dominant role might wish to change. So this also implies that the dominated person might be caught and controlled by the victim part of the self, which will keep the person stuck in an oppressive situation. So for example, the abused woman who stays in an abusive relationship would be an example of that. So Sagittarius, this dynamic may be playing out in your life right now. And so ask yourself, are you the one who is dominating, or are you the one being controlled? Are you the perpetrator, or are you the victim? So sometimes the hierarchy does not indicate a person, but rather a situation, an emotional, economic, or other situation which dominates a person or a group of people. It might give them very little, this situation, but just enough to keep them from looking for something else. So this can happen in a job which gives material benefit but little satisfaction or chance for improvement. Or this could happen in a relationship in which the people are unhappy but comfortable. Or it could be a political situation where people recognize that they are oppressed, but they don't wish to endanger what little security that they do have. So this card bears a distorted relationship to all major arcana cards, in which some force holds together or reconciles the opposites of life. So here nothing becomes truly reconciled, but that the situation maintains the balance and keeps it going. So yeah, this is crossing the temperance. So I would say, Sagittarius, that this oppressive situation here is having an impact on you being fully able to access the divine at some point, because we can't be in an oppressed situation and be fully in the light. So at the basis position, here we have the Four of Swords. Now, so now you are experiencing the calm after the storm, Sagittarius. In the position of basis, this Four of Swords depicts a time of rest and peace. You have hung up your swords now, and you are allowing your mind, body, and spirit some time to heal. So during this time, you are gaining a better perspective and listening to your inner voice. You're taking the time alone to think, stand back from the situation, and examine your motivations. So you may be quietly preparing and getting ready for the future. You may also be tying up loose ends and coming to terms with what is. And you're, consolidating your resources and stabilizing your life at this time. And also, sometimes the Four of Swords could mean that you are or could be shifting focus from the external to the internal. So when we are silent, we can more easily go within. So the knight in this picture appears to be praying or meditating deeply. And also here in the window, we see it could be, it's a figure, could be Jesus, or other healer, and he's healing someone. So it looks like, you're undergoing healing, or you have undergone some kind of healing in the past. This is the position of your basis, but it can also represent your present. So here in the recent past, we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands in this position implies that you may have recently had the desire to go in a new direction, to take a novel approach and find a new area of self-expression. And the page gives you the energy to get excited and passionate and tackle a challenge. It energizes you to believe in yourself, move beyond your doubts, and take a risk and overcome your fears. And so the Page of Wands is a messenger bringing you opportunities for passion. He delivers real chance to experience creativity, courage, charm, inspiration. And in this recent past position, this suggests that an opening may have appeared recently that excites you and feeds your talents and dares you to be great. And so, Sagittarius, when you see such a chance, act on it, because this might be your opportunity to move your status up. And if you have been in the subservient position, we see in the Six of Pentacles here at the center, then this would raise you up. This would help you to get out of that oppressive situation. So so if you've been if you're feeling oppressed, or you have felt oppressed, this would be your opportunity to change that dynamic in your life. And so the wands symbolize a new beginning. So you may be ready to announce to yourself or the world that you are now starting a new project or new phase in your life. So do not hesitate, Sagittarius. The time is now for these new beginnings in your life. So in the position of possible outcome, we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant represents official learning, especially in groups. And the Hierophant is someone who in the past was known to interpret secret knowledge. And we know the Hierophant now as a teacher in the traditional sense. And so in the position of possible outcome, this indicates that you may take a course and be influenced by a teacher, and you may honor ritual and ceremony. You may pursue a certain type of knowledge, or follow a discipline, and seek some kind of deeper meaning in your life. Or you may actually become the teacher and be in the role of leader, and perhaps reversing a previous situation when you were a follower and felt oppressed. So if this is the case, then this is very significant because you are now stepping into your power and overcoming and transforming the victim part of yourself. And so this is a very deep healing happening for you. and one that will transform all aspects of your life at this time. So in the position of your near future, we see the Seven of Wands, and so this indicates that you are now asserting yourself, Sagittarius, and going after what you want. This card can be about being aggressive and fighting, but I sense that you are standing in your power rather than abusing it. I sense that you are overcoming being a victim, and you are defending your position, combating criticism and holding out against pressure. So you are showing conviction, you're being firm, while knowing that you are right. You're standing up for what you believe, and you're demonstrating your strong character. And the Seven of Wands is all about taking a stand. And so you're taking a stand, which is a forceful act, and this changes the energy flow of the world for you right now. And so most of the time we flow with our lives as if on a river, and the events and feelings carry us forward with little effort. And sometimes, though, we are not content to drift. So we want to resist the flow or change its course entirely. And so this might be what's happening for you now. And the Seven of Wands can also indicate strong convictions. And in order to take a firm stand, you must believe in your position and yourself. So you'll need integrity and strength of character to see you through. And so if your cause is just, then use the energy of the Seven of Wands to make a difference. All right, so here in the position of self, we have the Two of Swords. And on the Two of Swords, we see a woman who has put a barrier of swords across her heart, and her rigid posture tells us of her struggle to keep her feelings under control, and so she's fending off any approach from the outside. And the Two of Swords is about the barriers we put up between ourselves and others, and those we create within ourselves. So internally, we block off emotions and refuse to feel them. We avoid looking at the truth and pretend that everything's okay. So we think one way but feel another. So in countless ways, we divide off parts of ourselves and try to maintain them even when we know they need to be reconciled. So Sagittarius, the Two of Swords often appears when you are not willing to accept some truth about yourself or the situation. So ask yourself now, what are you really feeling? Are you resisting tender feelings because you might be hurt? Are you furious even though you're smiling? What are you refusing to look at? And notice the blindfold on this woman. She can't look at the truth or even acknowledge that there is trouble. So the most common barrier is a closed heart. And when we cut ourselves off emotionally, we sever the connection that allows our love to flow outward. So sometimes this action is necessary, but sometimes it comes at a great price. And so every time we close off our heart, we find it more difficult to open up again. So another barrier between people is a deadlock situation, when two parties are set in their positions, cut off from each other, and then it goes nowhere. So to break it, the opponents must come out from behind their swords and listen to each other. And so the lesson of the Two of Swords is that barriers are not the answer. So, try to stay open, and, in that way, you might find some peace and wholeness. But in this position, you have to have compassion for the parts of yourself that are closed off. Have compassion for that part of you that is feeling the fear, feeling the anxiety. And when you pay attention to those parts of you, that's when your heart begins to open. just with that focus, with that attention that you give yourself, that has a major change on your life, and that will change your situation. And so, love yourself with compassion, and that will change this situation for you. And so in the position of the environment, your friends and family, we see the Fool. And so the Fool is about new beginnings. And this is the third trump card, or major arcana card, in the deck here. And the Fool indicates that you're entering a new phase in your life. It symbolizes a new beginning, and you're expanding your horizons and possibly heading into the unknown. You're living in the moment and letting go of expectations. So you may do the unexpected at this time, and this implies that you have made a major change in your life and you have moved out of your oppressive situation that we see here. That was in your center card. So the Fool implies that you have indeed moved away out of this oppression, and you're now feeling a sense of freedom. So you're feeling carefree, and you have faith, trusting the flow of life. And as you are feeling protected and loved, you are letting go of worry and fear that we saw here in this position. A lot of worry, a lot of fear. So you are letting that go and living in joy and being true to yourself. So you may be taking a chance, taking a different path, and you're trusting your heart's desire. And looking at the image, the Fool is carrying a bag on a stick, and this stick is a wand, a symbol of power, and it's the same as the magic wand of the magician. And the bag that you carry here carries your experiences. So you're not abandoning, your fears or anxieties. You're just understanding them. You're having compassion and love for them. And you carry them with you, healing them as you are accepting them. And, so these parts of you that once had control over you and, allowing you to be in an oppressive situation, they are being healed at this time. And so, you are healing your memories and traumas that have controlled your life for so long. And this bag here bears the head of an eagle, which is the symbol of a soaring spirit, and the magic of spirit. This spirit is transforming your life at this time. So a very magical card, very beautiful card. So here in the position of hopes and fears, we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, this means that you are indeed stepping into your own power. And the Page of Pentacles indicates that you will act on your dreams and achieve tangible results. You will make your plans real and set things in motion. So you stop daydreaming, take a realistic approach, and apply the tools at hand. And at this time, the page indicates that you could also become a student or learn something new. You will grow and expand, and you go out to meet success at this time. So you become secure and you have faith in others, and while you're establishing your own credibility. So so there's a lot of growth happening here for you. And the Page of Pentacles is also a messenger, bringing you opportunities for prosperity. And he delivers real chances to experience wealth, abundance, security, and solid achievement. And so the page suggests that an opening may appear that promises comfort, trust, or the chance to make your dreams real. So if you're seeing this chance now, go for it, act on it. So we have a train going by here. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a long train that goes from one end of the country to the other, and I have my window open here, so I have a lovely train sound. And yeah, so you're moving forward in your life, so we have the train moving forward in the background here, so so nice symbol for you, Sagittarius. And in the outcome position, look what we have here. We have the star. So the star indicates that you are now having faith in the future. You are thinking positive, believing and knowing that good things will happen. You are feeling great expectation, looking forward to success. You are regaining your motivation, realizing an inner strength. You are being stimulated to a higher level and receiving the answers as you are creating. So you're now being generous and wanting to give and share with others. You're opening your heart and allowing love to flow freely with no reservations. So you're no longer holding back. And peace and serenity are yours now as you find your center within and you move forward in your life with confidence. And moving forward with the train here still. It's a long train. So with the star, we have gone beyond myth to its source as formless energy. So this is light coming out of the darkness, and the transformation of darkness into light is the unconscious and the hidden vastness within us, changing into ecstatic awareness of the higher unconscious. So Sagittarius, I remind you now that in the spirit reading at the beginning, Spirit said that for many of you, the time has come for awakening to yourself. So you are now awakening to your divine self that is connected to the divine source of all creation. So we thank Spirit for all of our blessings. So this star card also indicates that you may be with or will soon meet a soulmate. So indeed, you know, the spirit reading said that you are going to be experiencing your divine self, and the Temperance card as your center card also indicates the same, and as well as the star. So you are really reaching your true freedom in this lifetime, Sagittarius. So I thank you so much for joining me here, Sagittarius. So until we meet again, open your heart to receive. So thank you so much for joining me here. If you would like a personalized reading and energy healing session or psychotherapy session, please go to my website, diamondlightawakening.com. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And also remember to subscribe to be entered into the contest to win one of my services for free. That's being drawn May 30th. Thank you. Bye now.